position it,
Sure.
and talk about what you're excited and why you made that decision.
Sure. Well, first and foremost, I'm extremely excited to be joining the Cumberland Grads organization, and I have to say that the last few days and the whole hiring process itself has been pretty humbling for me. Obviously, I'll be put in a situation now where for the next 3 years I get to lead this program, and so that's very exciting for myself. Coming off a good season with the Gloucester Rangers, I think it was time for me to take a bit of a step back, and I've enjoyed the last 3 weeks of being away from the game a little bit and reevaluating what I wanted to do, and certainly this opportunity came pretty quickly. The last 3 weeks allowed me, like I said, to reevaluate what I wanted to do with my coaching career, and this came as a great opportunity, and really looking forward to starting as of today, basically, and the next days and weeks certainly will be very exciting for myself.
Talk about players that are focused on winning and bringing a winning tradition to the Grads. Maybe speak to that a little bit.
You know what? With the talks with Steve Barbin, the owner, which I thank for giving me this opportunity, it's time for the Cumberland Grads to start winning some games again, and that's the exciting part for me to come in, is that I'll be able to put my stamp on this hockey club. A hockey club that's already pretty energetic, dynamic, young hockey players. So my goal in the next months will be just to add to that existing core group, and again to start getting some wins under our belt with this new organization, or for myself with the new organization.
Talk about some of the strengths that you have as a coach that you're going to bring to the Cumberland Grads.
Well, you know what? As a player, as someone that was an offensive guy, I like to push the pace. So those are things that you're going to see from the Cumberland Grads this year. We're going to try to bring an exciting brand of hockey to the Navan Arena. I think that we want guys to be excited again and motivated to come to the rink. But you'll certainly see a high tempo, high pace type of game. Being an offensive guy myself, puck possession is something that's very important for myself. So those are things that our players are going to look forward to doing this upcoming season.
Finally, what can we expect in the draft coming up? Have you had any time to familiarize yourself with the situation and who you guys might be looking to protect?
I have not. I haven't been involved in this process. As I said, this all came about in the last few days, but we have a great head scout in Bill Kerr, and Steve Barbin as the GM and owner, and Mark Franche as an assistant GM, who have done the bulk of the work, I imagine, this year, and I'm sure they're ready to go for this upcoming draft.
Being on the outside of the Cumberland Grads organization last year and scouting them as an opponent, talk about some of their players that you're really excited to get your hands on.
Well, I mean, they have a good core of young players. We talk about Brandon McCara, Zach Saloom, who I enjoyed coaching in their time in Gloucester. Mattinen on defense, who's a big defense kid that can really play. We'll have different options for him going NCAA or the OHL route, but those are players that on the younger side that are exciting to watch. We have veterans like Travis Douglas, who can really step up his game to get to the next level and get his on his way to the NCAA. So those are all players. Martin Frechette, who's already committed to Vermont. I'm sure I'll forget a few, but there's some exciting players there to watch, and a good base to start with. And I think my job, like I said earlier, would be to just to add on those existing players to get the Cumberland Grads to the next level.
And last question, unless there's anything else you want to do, is there anything that you want to tell the fans of the Cumberland Grads of what to expect in the next upcoming years?
Well, at the risk of repeating myself, I think that they'll see an exciting brand of hockey at Navan Arena. It's going to be a high-tempo game. we'll like to push the pace in all aspects of our game, and we'll be disciplined, and players will be held accountable. So the fans should see a different style of Cumberland Grads hockey in the upcoming years.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks.